What's up, guys? Just wanted to share another video. I usually don't like doing two videos in the same day because it kind of takes away from the views of one video or the other, but I feel like I need to make another video, and I am. So me and Erin just got home from meeting a woman at Walmart in the parking lot. We ended up carrying her some food. So the deal is I have my Humvee set up with food that I give people that are in need. So I open up the doors on it. I have all the food in there. I got bags. I ain't got none. Oh yeah, they're in my pocket. Just grocery bags in there, and then all this food. And I got signs that say free. I've actually got some signs on there that people that want to can scan the QR codes for Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, whatever, and they can donate to the ministry to help buy the food and stuff to give to people. Haven't really had to buy none. I've had several people give. It's been a blessing. God's going to provide no matter what. But it's mainly for the food and to give people that are in need. So I don't go to the car show expecting to win trophies or anything like that. I'm going to the car show to win souls for the kingdom. And that's it. That's all I want. And it makes my day to see little kids come up and pick up the old school rotary phone that I have sitting out there, and they can actually use it and call people. And I have little Jesuses there that say free take, and I put those little wooden crosses out there. I put bracelets for the girls, and got something on my chin there. And on the back of the Humvee with the tailgate down, I do the same thing. I put my YouTube cards there with the QR code to go to my YouTube channel. The stickers from my YouTube, the Amazing Metal Works. And all this food. But I also know there's people out there that don't want to take food in front of other people, because that makes them feel like they are beneath. It makes them feel like they're beneath anybody else out there that are well off, that have money, that have food on the table. And I can understand, because I'm a recipient as a child of food, commodity foods and stuff. When I lived with my mom, she would go get the commodity foods and the powdered eggs and powdered milk and the big tubs of peanut butter that were the white military stuff. So I know, and I would duck and hide in the car when my mom would pull up to those places and get food, and I just thought it was the most horrible thing. But I am so glad that people back then gave food to people like my mom and me when I was a kid. And I'm a prepper. I store food. I have a lot of food. I'm not going to go hungry by any means. But I've always been the type that the food I stored for me and my family, but I also am willing to give it out to anybody that needs food. There's people that, message me that I can't get to because they're so far away, and it's a long ways to go to get to those people to help them. Now, like, if it was a dire, serious emergency, I would try my best to get to them, to get them food. But I try to do the people around in my area. And I encourage you guys that in your areas to do the same thing. Like, keep a bag of food, or, it ain't nothing for some rice and some beans and some canned foods to carry around in your car. Sometimes I'll walk around in my house and I'm like, man, there ain't nothing to eat. Let's go get something to eat. And I got plenty of food here. And I'm like, man, I got all this food, but I don't want to make none of it. I don't want to eat none of it. But if I was hungry, I would. a bowl of rice, a pan of beans or whatever would be awesome. And God has blessed me to be able to have food, to be able to give food, to be able to store up food. And I want to share that. And most of all, I want to share the bread of life. I want to share what Jesus Christ done for me, you, everybody in the world. That's my main goal, is to share that. But I also don't want you to go hungry. So on the little QR code, I also put my email and I also put my phone number on there. And I don't like giving out my phone number because you get random spam stuff, but it's worth it to me. I'll answer a spam call, just to make sure that it ain't somebody that's really in need. But I basically put on there to text feed me to my phone number, and I'll respond when I get it, and I will help you. And that's what happened. 2 people today messaged me, text me, and one of them is like 45 minutes away from me. They said that their mom seen it and sent it to them, saying that this person's giving out food to message them. And this person messaged me, and they're like 49 minutes away from me, and I can't just jump in the car and go down there because I've been without a job since October. But I'm not doing without. God has made sure that everything that I have has been paid for, and that I have made it this far. And it's only by God alone. So, but I also can't just jump in the car and run down there because I have a lot of stuff going on. But I am going to be headed past where this person is this coming up week, probably Tuesday maybe. And I told them if they're still in need of food on Tuesday, I will make them up a box. I send them a list of stuff I have, and they can pick what they want, and I'll make them up a box and I'll carry it to them, and I'm going to drop it off. But the reason I put my phone number on there is because people, like I say, don't like to go start making up a bag in front of a bunch of other people because they feel like, I don't know the word for it. You feel ashamed and all that. And I understand it. But those people that's all around that you're feeling ashamed of, that is around you, I wouldn't feel ashamed. I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's just, I understand the fact of being ashamed of them. But if you're one of those people that are ashamed of it, like me, I was, just know that those people ain't no better than you. They are no better than you. They're no better than me. We're all second in we're all second. We're like, God is number one. We're all second. None of us on earth are number one. None of us will ever be number one. God is number one. That is it. And we're all second. We're all third. We're all fourth. Whatever place you want to say it. We're all on that same level. And I want you to know that I might have all this stuff. I'm standing in my outdoor kitchen that I built for Erin, because we do a lot of canning and stuff and all these things around here. But I am not rich by any means. I'm rich in love for the Lord, and I like to share that, and I like to share what Jesus done for me in my life, and how Jesus brought me out of the darkness and off the road. I was on that wide road headed to hell, and now I'm on that narrow path, and I'm trying to do the Lord's work, and that's all I want. I don't want to do anything else for anybody. There's nothing on this earth that is worth me falling into and getting off the path, the narrow path, and getting back on that broad, wide path. I'm here to do the Lord's work, and that's all I want. I want to share the gospel. I want to share it with you. I want to share the bread of life with you. I love you, and I want you to look at my life and be like, man, I want to be like Juby. You know, But Juby ain't trying to be like Juby. Juby's trying to be like Jesus. And that's what we all should try to be like. We should all try to be like Jesus and go out and love each other. Truly love each other. End hunger. Share food. If I was a millionaire, I would go share my money with everybody, because money ain't nothing. There's nothing on this earth that I need money for. I don't, if I had it, I would share it, because, I mean, it kills me that there's so many of these rich people that's out there that have all this money and they're hoarding up all this money that they can't take with them, while there's people in this world that's starving, that don't have homes. I'm just begging that you, no matter what, May just decided to come in, but no matter what you're going through in life and what you're doing, you might feel like you can't give or you can't do something. I promise you, if you get out there and start giving and start doing things for the Lord, He'll provide for you. He'll make a way. Erin just came in and she brought up some eggs from the chickens, and I just felt like sharing again with you guys, because I love you, and we're all in this together, and we've got to love each other. That's all it is. Don't try to look at my life and be like me and say, man, I want to be like that guy. Look at my life and say, I want to be like Jesus, because that's what Juby's trying to be like. He's trying to be like Jesus. I'll never take Jesus' place. I'll never be Jesus. But my plan is to be like Jesus, so when people see me, they see the Lord, they see the Savior, and they know what's going on. I love you guys, and if you're in this area and you need food, let me know. I don't want nobody to go hungry. Erin don't want nobody to go hungry, and it's been a blessing since I left that parking lot. This was a disabled veteran, served our country, gets a VA, didn't know if she's going to make it through the end of the month, was low on money by the end of the month, and it's the 27th, and she's got a few more days, and she ends up at a car show, and she sees my stuff, and she texts me, and you know what I do? I drop what I'm doing to make sure they get food, because that's all that matters. I'm sorry I went so long, but I love you guys, and I'm going to get off here this time. I'll see you. God bless y'all. Jesus loves you, and I'm out.